Roll call.
Councilwoman Burnham?
Here.
Councilwoman Horgan?
Here.
Councilwoman Schwabenbauer?
Here.
Councilman Zipperich?
Here.
Councilman DuPont?
He's walking in 30 seconds. Sunshine State.
Let the minutes reflect that in compliance with Public Law 1975, Chapter 231, Open Public Meetings Act, the notice of this meeting has been provided by notifying the Asbury Park Press, the Two River Times, and the Star Ledger by placing a notice on the bulletin board and filing same with the Borough Clerk on January 4th, 2015.
Thank you. Motion to suspend the regular order of business. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, good. There are a number of items that are administrative in nature, and I've had the pleasure of receiving a recommendation list from the municipal chairman of the Democratic Party, Councilman Edward Zipperich, on Sunday evening. And as a result of that recommendation, 3 names were submitted for consideration for appointment to the council. Pursuant to long-standing tradition, at least that I've held since I've been mayor, I always think that in the event that there's a vacancy, it always makes more sense to fill that vacancy for the remainder of the term with individuals who have been proven leaders and also proven commitment to the borough of Red Bank. And I was fortunate enough to review that one of the 3 names was a person who had served on this council with unbridled dignity, with conscientiousness, and is a lifelong Red Banker, truly dedicated to this town. So it is with a great deal of enthusiasm and pleasure that, at least for the remainder of the term of Councilman Arthur V. Murphy III, it would be my recommendation for appointment of former councilwoman and soon to be, with the consent of council, newly reseated councilwoman Sharon Lee
I'll make that motion.
Second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Burnham?
Yes.
Councilwoman Horgan?
Yes.
Councilwoman Schwabenbauer?
Yes.
Councilman Zipperich?
Yes.
Councilman DuPont?
Yes.
Again, tradition is that when there was a Republican vacancy, there were a number of names submitted, and I chose a former council person, also a dedicated Red Banker, to fill out that term. That was Jim Janelle. And so he returned to the council, and there was a reason that I did it then, same reason now, and that is that we're saving money. We already have the nameplates, we just saved them. We already have the
Recycling.
We're environmentally conscious, so Sharon, you've got to take the oath. Who would you like to hold the Bible?
Councilwoman Lewis, would you please do the honor?
Say that. Feels like old times, huh? You sure you want to do this?
I understood that I was being asked back because my name was a lot shorter than Schwabenbauer. I, Sharon
Lee,
Lee,
do promise or affirm
do promise or affirm
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and
perform
justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of councilwoman
of councilwoman
of the Borough of Red Bank
of the Borough of Red
to
Bank
the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Welcome back. Good job.
I don't know, I guess, thank you all for voting me in. Linda, would you make a seat? Grab my stuff.
The record should also reflect that Councilman Dupont, as I indicated, he was coming in 30 seconds, actually it was 45 seconds, so he's been here since 6:35 p.m.
Mayor? I agree. So, Mayor, now that Councilwoman Lee has signed her statement, I just wanted the record to reflect for the first time in the history of this council, there are 4 sitting councilwomen, and the men are in the minority.
It's fine with me. Okay. Feels good to have you back.
Got a video, so.
Well, I was considering that, yes.
My placement on council has always been based on the fact that I'm deaf, so I'm just here set, so I need to set aside. So nothing, you might want to think about because I can hear everything.
Well, welcome back, but as part of the appointment, the duties of Councilman Murphy with respect to police and fire department as well as senior citizen advisory board, I would like to appoint Councilwoman Sharon Lee as the incoming fire commissioner and police commissioner for the first time in the history of the borough of Red Bank. Those duties will be held by a woman and a woman of color.
Sorry to change the title to just Commissioner Lee.
She's always been a lady. So it's a great era. I think that it sends a visible message of inclusiveness and continued progress in the borough of Red Bank. And I know that the men and women of the department are looking forward to working with you. And I know that in the months ahead you're going to be engaged with them fully. We talked about that years ago, that we needed that type of diversity, and now we have it. So it's sort of strange how things work out. At the same time, I would also like to appoint you to fill Art Murphy's place as the River Center rep, council liaison to River Center. And I've also accepted the resignation of the citizen rep to the River Center board. You had been the citizen rep, so I will accept your representation, but you're still on that board as the council rep, and I am here with appointing as the citizen representative to the River Center Board of Directors, Arthur D. Murphy III, so that Mr. Murphy can continue his work and advocacy for a lot of our business interests and property owners.
Make that motion, Mayor.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion to resume regular order of business.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Workshop, anything for workshop? If not, approval of the minutes for August 26, 2015. Motion?
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Reports of mayor and council committee members. Michael?
No report, Mayor.
Ed?
No report, Mayor.
Linda?
Brief report. We are closing down the summer series in the Riverside Gardens Park, but fitness in the park will continue through the end of September. We're planning the Halloween parade already, and we are working with the Elks to plan the Veterans Day ceremony. Indoor soccer registration is open, and we've opened up basketball registration as well.
Thank you. Kathy?
Just a couple of things with the library. September is library card sign-up month. So if you live, work, or go to school in Red Bank and you don't yet have a library card, please go to the library and you'll get a free card. You do have to show proof that you live, work, or go to school in town. And you'll also get a free book from their book sale room. And there are all kinds of things that are available there. Elizabeth McDermott, who is the director, gave me 30, I'm not going to read them all, but because September has 30 days, she gave me 30 things that you can do at the library that maybe you wouldn't know about. And just to name a few, learn about a different culture and understand a new language with Rocket Languages. take a yoga class, learn to write a resume, learn the difference between collectibles and plain old stuff with an online antiques course through Universal Class, attend an art class for adults, or have your child enrolled in the Artsy Smartsy program. So there are lots of things. Another important thing that the library is doing, and this is in relation to their strategic planning initiative, they are going to be sent, well, they will have in various places throughout the borough a survey, will be available next week, and they would like, it'll be in English and Spanish, and it's to get an idea of what people want from their library, what they like about it, what they don't like about it, what they see for the future. So look for it in the library. It'll be sent home with kids at school, and would be wherever they, also I think is Parents' Night at school, it'll be distributed there. They're finding places where they will distribute it. So it's important. They want everyone in town, if they can, to respond to this, and so they can make the library a better place for all of us. And I do, well, this would probably be Sharon's responsibility here, but it was given to me before you were sworn in. For River Center, just a couple things. They would encourage everyone to vote in round 2 of New Jersey Monthly's Downtown Showdown. Red Bank made it to round 2. You have to vote every week at njmonthly.com. So vote for Red Bank, and hopefully we'll win. Also, someone is putting out cigarette receptacles in town. It's not DPW or River Center, and they're catching on fire. And so River Center's been removing them. So if anyone has info, please let River Center know, because it is a safety hazard. Thank you.
They shouldn't be smoking anyhow. Cindy?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. As far as construction goes, I always give a report on what's happened in the month past. And so here's a few of the highlights. West Side Lofts, as of last week, 89 apartments had been leased out, approximately 15, including the townhomes and live-work units, are being readied for prospective tenants. We're progressing on Triumph Brewery, West Elm Retail, all permits have been issued. Walgreens, we're having problems with Walgreens. I don't know, Mr. Sickles, was that ever resolved?
Still in the process.
Okay, but supposedly they're not going to get their CO until everything is
That's correct.
done. So that's really good, protecting our residents. 75 Layton, Kitchen Organic. I stopped by there the other day. They have their temporary C of O. Fabulous place, fabulous place. They even make their own ketchup. I mean, and you really have to go see it. It's on Layton Avenue. Teak on Monmouth Street, rooftop dining. They're getting ready to get that going. Their permits are in, their plans are in, and their demolition is going on. On 36 Broad Street, Chocolate Works is open. I don't know if anybody's been in there. It's unbelievable. Tons of chocolate and ice cream. Riverview on Ecology expansion. They're working on that. 24 Clay Street. I don't know if you folks are aware of Clay Street, behind Hudson and Harding, back behind Tiffany's. Wanderlust Galleries. Interior framing work is on. It's going to be a gallery, an art gallery. 18 Broad Street, as you can see, interior demolition is complete. They did take out the windows. You saw that, right, Mr. Zipridge? Yeah, that was a sad day. 45 Monmouth, Broadway Diner. They've reactivated after delays with flooring that took them 6 weeks, and so the work is being undertaken to complete. Final inspections and CO is pending. The Anderson Building over on Shrewsbury and Monmouth. Expect to see this project filed officially in the upcoming months. Rivers Edge Townhouses, if anybody's noticed on the end of Bank Street, they're going up. They're going to be luxury townhomes. Station Place, 145 Monmouth, 43 of the 44 units are leased. total of 45, including the superintendents. Chipotle is open at City Center Plaza. Plan review complete, awaiting submission of outstanding permit applications for release for tenant fit outfit. And that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And also, what nobody mentioned is we're coming up to September 11th, and the Red Bank Memorial will be, as usual, at 7 o'clock at Riverside Gardens Park on Friday, this September 11th. Okay, communications and petitions, request from Chicky Boone to rent 1 parking space from 4 to 10 p.m. on September 17th for their private grand opening. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Request from Learning Tree Preschool to hang a banner on Broad Street from January 4th to January 30th, 2016 to advertise open house. Motion. Second. All in favor? There are no ordinances on for first reading or resolutions. However, if any members of the public wish to address any ordinance or resolution on the public agenda, now's the time to do so. Not motion to close. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, for ordinances on for public hearing and final adoption is the ordinance that was introduced a few weeks ago, which is ordinance 2015-26, which by law has a mandatory clause in our water connection fees that have to bracket what the capital carrying costs are for the project, so they have to be reviewed on a regular basis. So this amends the water connection fees. In this case, the water connection fees are in fact going down because our capital expenditures as well as our bonding costs have gone down, contrary to what you read in the block sites. So, is there any members of the public who wish to be heard on connection fees going down? If not, motion to close. Second. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Second. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Lee?
Just a right, I'll abstain.
Yeah, that would be better
Councilwoman
because she
Brennan?
was not around, you were not around for the introduction.
Councilwoman Burnham?
Yes.
Councilwoman Horgan?
Yes.
Councilwoman Schwabenbauer?
Yes.
Councilman Zipprich?
Yes.
Councilman DuPont?
Yes.
The ordinance is adopted. Resolutions by consent unless there's any objections from anybody. Resolution 15226 as well as to and include 15232.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Resolution 15232. We're borrowing money, matching grant, $250,000 for work at Mohawk Pond.
Not borrowing money, we're authorizing the engineer to prepare the possible application for an open space grant for the for Mohawk Pond in conjunction with the Count Basie improvements and also to assist in rehabilitating or improving the restroom facility. So we are not borrowing money, we are authorizing the engineer to submit the application for a grant. That's a lot different than borrowing money.
Isn't it a matching grant?
If we get it.
If we get the
In other words,
grant,
you
it's
can't sell it before you draw.
$250,000.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we haven't gotten it, so this is the application that starts the process.
My question was, what are we going to be doing at Mohawk Pond? Are we going to put a new walkway around it, or does anybody know?
Linda?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing quite a bit, actually. A walkway's a piece of it. And also, you notice the tables are falling apart down there, so we're going to put in a couple of new picnic tables, as well as a couple of those nifty chess tables, just a couple.
They wanted those at Marine Park.
Yeah, well, no, we can go to Mohawk. They'll have them. In addition, over on East Side Park, the restrooms aren't in great shape, so we're going to look at putting in sort of a pavilion thing that would incorporate restrooms as well as an overhang so that people could spend time under the overhang, so to speak.
Right.
And I think there's a walkway we contemplated there too, and also some lighting. Christine, can I forget something? Did I forget something?
Exercise stations.
That's it.
And there is a public hearing on this next Tuesday. So the public hearing will be only for the purpose of discussing this grant application, and I will have a poster, conceptual showing all the work. But Ms. Schwabenbauer did get all the
Is
that
there-
answer your question?
It is, but I would like to see if I could get another thing thrown into this grant. Mr. Sickles, you know how we've been cleaning up 94 Front Street because of the encroaching knotweed? And we had talked about remediation over there. Is there any way we can get anything done over
That
there?
wouldn't be eligible for a grant, that's maintenance.
Oh, that's just maintenance. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Other than that question, is there a motion to adopt these? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Proclamations, there's only one, library card sign-up month. Whereas the library card is the most important school supply of all, and whereas libraries play an important role in the education and development of children, whereas libraries bridge the learning gap by offering a wide range of digital and print resources, and whereas libraries offer free access to technology and innovative educational programming, and whereas libraries continue to transform and expand their services in ways that meet the needs of the communities that they serve, and whereas a free library card is the coolest card you can own. Now therefore, be it resolved that I, as well as Mayor of Borough of Red Bank, proclaim September library card sign-up month in Red Bank and encourage everyone to sign up for the smartest card at your library for free. Payment of vouchers, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council, the bills be paid on the attached check registry totaling $1,433,643.58. Motion? Second. All in favor? Any opposed? Any old business? Any new business?
I have a question regarding old business and regarding the RFPs for Marine Park.
You can't talk about that. There's going to be a request. First of all, we're not talking
I
about
just
it.
have a question about timing.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, when we put out an RFP and people send in their proposals, isn't there a time limit, like 60
The
days?
borough attorney will advise you on that in executive session.
But that can't even be talked about?
There is a
The
time
borough
limit.
attorney will advise you there is a time limit.
Okay. Will you advise me after the meeting?
We're all going to be advised.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other questions?
That's old business?
Is that new business? Okay. Audience? Yes, sir.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor Mena. I'm Arthur Hunnell, known as Chuck Hunnell, 54 Chestnut Street. Congratulations, Ms. Lee, upon your appointment. I know the...
Call her Sharon, she's a veteran.
Sharon, well, I don't know her yet, so I'll be polite. But if I have your permission to call you Sharon, I will.
I like titles.
Yes, Your Honor. I know Marine Park is not up for discussion, but I just wanted to make sure that the council is aware of the recent announcement by Monmouth County Parks that they plan to build at Chris's Landing,
Yes.
a operation that would conflict with the current proposal by Jepson for the Marine Park. And I'll leave it at that. My final request, and Cindy, you brought this to mind, about that Front Street Park property and getting it cleaned up. We were just asking Stanley if they could get funding for it. And it's been 3 years and nothing has happened. You left those courts. If it was a private homeowner that owned property and was allowed to do that, they would be fined for negligence, for basically maintaining a public nuisance, which is what those courts have become. I asked earlier in the summer at one of these sessions, can't we go down and at least clean up the appearance of the park? It's a maintenance cost, yes, but as a taxpayer, I really would appreciate if it could not look like a rundown, derelict property, which is what its appearance is like. Please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Ms. Visco.
19 Morford Place. Question. Under section 490-104, section D on permanent signing, there's section, I guess, section 1, minor signing and political signs in Q, that political signs need to have a pay by and name or contact. and the Democrat signs don't have any name or contact information. So, and according to the ordinance, they have 14 days to take it down. So I don't know if we're enforcing that rule or not.
I haven't
seen
any signs, I mean, yeah. I haven't seen, I don't go up to the sign and read them.
I mean, it's just the rule.
I mean, have you found, are they there? They're there.
I have a picture if you'd like to see what's on
Mayor,
there.
I'll check into it, and if it doesn't, I'll make sure that I push
In
that.
other words, they have to comply, yes.
That's no problem.
It's not just a borough, it's not just a borough regulation, it's a state election sign. It's an election law sign, so it has to comply, yes. I agree.
Currently, we're not in compliance.
Pardon me?
Thanks.
Currently, it's not in compliance.
Yeah, so I'll check into it. I'll
Okay,
make
then
sure.
they have to come down. Okay, anybody else? Okay, Tom? If it's on Marine Park, we're not going to address
Yeah,
it.
yeah, right, I understand that. I don't want to discuss Marine Park, but I would ask you,
Can you give your name and address?
Thomas Curtis, 62 Linwood Way. The only question I have, it's not a discussion, but can you give us any idea of a timetable? Or
It'll be
what the
announced.
process is? or
It'll be
what's
on the
gonna
website very soon.
happen? It'll be on the website very soon? Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, motion to close? Second. All in favor? We have need to discuss contractual negotiations as well as public issues, litigation, actually. So therefore, is there a motion to retire to executive session? No action will be taken as a result of the executive session discussion. Second. All in favor? Thank you. Thank you for coming. Good evening.